backstage, adjusting your red nose and colorful wig, getting ready to perform for a crowd that expects laughter. But inside, your thoughts swirl like a thunderstorm. Just before stepping on stage, your mind replays embarrassing moments, failures, and all the things that could go wrong. Your heart pounds. Your breath is shallow. You desperately try to push these thoughts away, using every trick you know. Scrolling your phone, stuffing your face with candy, maybe even taking a quick drink to dull the edge. But the anxiety always returns, stronger than before, like a shadow that never leaves. You think, if only I could be like those animals on the savannah, just letting go of fear the moment danger passes. But you're not a wild animal. You're human, gifted and cursed with a mind that remembers, predicts, and worries. Here's the twist. Your brain isn't just replaying bad memories to torture you. It's trying to protect you. Those negative emotions, they're signals, just like the pain in your foot when you step on a tack. But instead of helping you run from a cheetah, they urge you to avoid emotional pain, embarrassment, loneliness, rejection. The problem is, your brain can't tell the difference between a real threat and an imagined one. So, you sit there, feeling the same panic as if a predator were right behind you, when in reality, you're just standing in front of a mirror with a painted smile. The cycle of the blue pill. Each time you try to push away negative emotions with your blue pills, distractions, overindulgence, denial, the relief is fleeting. Like a clown hiding behind his makeup, you can fool the world for a moment. But deep down, the sadness remains. Your body is tired, your mind is foggy, and every day feels heavier than the last. This is the cycle Mark Williams wrote about. The trap of avoidance, where the more we resist our feelings, the stronger they become. The red pill. A new way. So, what if you finally take the red pill? Instead of running from your negative emotions, you turn and face them. You sit quietly, noticing your breath. You watch your thoughts as if they're passing clouds, neither fighting nor following them. This, Mark Williams discovered, is the essence of mindfulness meditation, a method scientifically proven to break the loop of depressions and anxiety. Mindfulness doesn't make the pain disappear instantly. Instead, it changes your relationship with your thoughts and feelings. You learn to observe them without judgment, to let them come and go without trying to control or escape. With time and practice, the mind calms down. The grip of negative emotions loosens. You find a quiet strength that was always there, waiting beneath the noise. The savannah lesson. Back on the savannah, the animals recover because they don't ruminate. Their bodies let go when the danger passes. Humans with our brilliant minds need a new trick, to learn to let go inside our own heads. Mindfulness is that trick. The red pill you can always choose. What happens next? If you, the clown, keep reaching for blue pills, life becomes a repeating circus of exhaustion and regret. But if you choose the red pill and practice mindfulness, little by little, the fog lifts. The painted smile becomes real. Energy returns. You step on stage, not just performing for others, but living for yourself. Dry goods. Notes. Negative emotions are not your enemy. They're signals. Avoidance, blue pills, only offers temporary relief and deepens exhaustion. Mindfulness meditation, the red pill, allows you to observe and release negative emotions without judgment. Practicing mindfulness regularly can reduce depression relapse rates by up to 50%. Like animals after danger, humans can learn to let go, not by forgetting, but by being present. Remember, the choice is always yours. Will you keep numbing your pain, or will you try a new path, one that leads step by step to true freedom? After a stressful day at work, you drive home along Jurchen Road, head still buzzing from your colleagues' criticism. You replay the scene in your mind, your boss listening, your colleague's sly smile, your own clenched jaw. The drive home feels longer than usual. By the time you arrive, your shoulders are tense, your stomach aches, and your mood has sunk. You're not just thinking negative thoughts. You feel them in your body and see them in the world around you. Your whole system is hijacked. Everyone has moments like this. We think a single negative thought is what brings us down. But the truth is more complex. Emotions aren't just thoughts. They're a loop, a spiral, a dance between mind, body, and heart. One negative thought rarely brings you to your knees, but when you replay the scene, analyze it, judge yourself and others, feel it in your body, and then loop back to thinking, that's when the emotional storm builds. Let's be honest. When we feel bad, we instinctively start trying to fix it. We analyze, search for explanations, dig for causes, and demand solutions. We ask ourselves, why did they do this to me? How can I make this better? What's wrong with me? What can I change so I'll feel okay again? This is the blue pill mode, the rational, analytical part of the mind, always searching for answers. In the real world, it's useful. If your car breaks down, you troubleshoot, you fix. But in the world of emotions, it's like playing a game you can't win. Every kilometer you drive toward Hogwarts, the castle moves 2 kilometers farther away. The harder you think, the farther happiness drifts. Here's the paradox. The mind is running frantically in the background, convinced that if it just works harder, thinks more, analyzes deeper, it'll find the answer. But all it does is drain your mental energy, pulling you away from real life and locking you in a tiny box of rumination. The more you fight your feelings, the more stuck you become. But what if the problem isn't your negative emotions? What if it's your reaction to those emotions, your desperate attempts to escape or fix them? What if the blue pill, over-reliance on rational analysis, is actually making you feel worse? So what's the red pill? To answer that, let's channel the spirit of Friends. Remember the episode where Ross and Chandler argue over who's stronger? They wrestle, push, and try to prove themselves with logic and bravado. But the more they struggle, the less clear the answer becomes. In the end, their fight is just silly. Nobody wins. They're both exhausted, and the audience is left laughing at the futility of it all. In the same way, your mind's battle with negative emotions is just a tug of war, one you can never win with brute force or clever thinking. The red pill, as Professor Mark Williams points out, is not about fightings or fixing. It's about noticing. You become aware of your thoughts, but you don't chase them. You feel your body's tension, but you don't judge it. You recognize your emotions, but you don't let them define you. This is the heart of mindfulness. Instead of asking, how can I get rid of this feeling? You simply ask, what am I feeling right now? You accept it. You observe it. You give it space. No more pushing, pulling, wrestling. When you take the red pill, you learn to let thoughts and feelings come and go, like clouds drifting across the sky. The journey is no longer about reaching Hogwarts by force. It's about learning to enjoy the road, even if the castle keeps moving. So how do you prove it? Try this the next time negative emotions hit. Pause and notice. Take a slow breath. Notice your body. Where is the tension? What is your mind saying? Don't analyze, just observe. Name your experience. I feel anger. My stomach is tight. I'm having the thought that my career is in danger. By naming, you create space. Accept without judgment. Remember, negative emotions are not a personal failure. They're signals. Let them be, like background noise. Return to the present. Feel your feet on the ground. Listen to sounds around you. Notice the taste of your dinner, the color of the sky. Let go of the outcome. Happiness is not a destination you can reach by force. Sometimes it's about allowing yourself to simply be. In summary, the blue pill, rational analysis, can be useful, but it can also trap you. The red pill, mindful awareness, frees you to live more fully, even with negative emotions. Don't wrestle like Ross and Chandler. Take a step back. Observe. Let go. And who knows? You might find that one day the castle comes to you. That episode of Friends was hilarious when it happened to Ross and Chandler. But let's be real. If that argument was our own, we'd hardly be laughing. The audience sees the comedy. The participants just feel the stress, the frustration, the awkwardness afterward. It's the same with our thoughts and emotions. When we're outside observers, we see the absurdity. But living through it, we get lost in the plot. Your mind as TV drama. Think about it. Our mind is like a 24/7 TV station, rerunning dramas, comedies, and the occasional horror show starring ourselves. The problem is, we're not just viewers. We're method actors, fully absorbed in every twist, every flashback. We can't press pause. We can't change the channel. At least, that's how it feels. But here's the truth. You're not the show. You're the audience. You can't stop the mental broadcast, but you can remember that you're watching, not acting. And you can decide what happens next. Whenever a negative thought pops up, the story usually spirals. A feeling triggers a thought, which triggers a body sensation, which triggers a new thought, and so on. That's how negativity builds momentum. The secret? Interrupt the cycle anywhere. That's when the red pill, your existence mode, comes into play. Red pill awareness mode. Unlike the action mode, the blue pill, always analyzing, planning, fixing. The red pill is about pure awareness. It's the realization. I am having a thought. I am feeling this emotion. But I am not the thought or the emotion itself. This isn't just philosophy. It's neuroscience. The part of your mind that can notice thinking is a step above the part that does the thinking. When you tap into that pure awareness, the endless monologue loses its grip and emotional storms calm down. But what does this actually look like in real life? How do you use the red pill? How to use the red pill existence mode in real life. Catch yourself in the story. The next time you catch yourself replaying an argument, judging yourself, or feeling overwhelmed, just notice it. I'm watching the anger drama again. First, step back. Become the audience. Say to yourself, yes, this is thought. This is a feeling. Name it. Don't judge it. Don't force it away. Just watch. 2. Ground yourself in the present. Take a deep breath. Notice the feeling of your feet on the floor. What can you see, hear, or smell right now? 3. Let the thoughts play on. You don't have to shut off the show. Just remember you're the audience. The more you practice, the less intense the episodes feel. 4. Break autopilot with small rituals. Change up tiny things. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Eat breakfast at the table instead of the couch. Take a different route to work. This gently wakes up your brain's awareness. Of course, we also have to care for our bodies, as you mentioned with your facial cleanser anecdote. When you feel clean, fresh, and in control of small things, like your skincare or your morning habits, it has a positive ripple effect on your mood and self-image. Small wins matter. That's not just marketing. It's behavioral science. But here's a modern trap. Most of us, first thing in the morning, reach for our phones. We check messages, scroll apps, double screen while eating, or zone out in the shower by replaying yesterday's drama. We call this multitasking, but really it's autopilot, a way for the action mode to quietly run our lives using old habits instead of fresh awareness. Autopilot is easy. It feels safe, but it also keeps us from truly living. When your brain is stuck in replay mode, even happy moments pass by unnoticed. Life becomes gray, repetitive, just background noise. The challenge: one red pill. Moment a day. Here's a practical dare. Tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or get lost in your thoughts, take 1 minute. Feel your breath. Listen to the sounds outside. Notice the texture of your sheets, the temperature of the air, the weight of your body. Just 1 minute of existence mode. That's it. Do this once a day, and you'll start to notice when your brain tries to take over with old automatic patterns. This is the red pill. Simple, but powerful. Not just an escape from negative emotions, but a way to be fully awake to your life. Remember, you can't stop the drama on your mental TV, but you can step back, become the audience, and one mindful moment at a time, start writing a new script. Most people resist changing their thinking mode. Why? Because action mode, problem solving, analyzing, reflecting, feels familiar and safe. It gives us a sense of control. But here's the irony. When negative emotions strike and we rush to fix them, we end up activating the same cycle that makes us feel worse. Like chasing Hogwarts, while the castle moves farther away, our frantic thinking only deepens our sense of being lost. Williams puts it simply: stress, fatigue, and conflict linger like invisible clouds when we lack awareness. The more we let action mode dominate, the easier it is for the chain of negative emotions to take hold. That's why we need to learn how to switch gears and let the existence mode, mindful awareness, take the wheel. Imagine this. A colleague's face pops up in your mind, and immediately your thoughts spiral. Why do I work with this person? Why are they like this? Why do I have to suffer? It's so easy to start an endless inner debate, as if arguing with yourself could fix the problem. But here's the truth. Expecting or analyzing alone rarely changes anything. Instead, the red pill approach is simple, but not always easy. Just notice, acknowledge, accept. Bring your attention back to what you're doing. This is the heart of the red pill. But don't be discouraged if you try this and fail. The reality is, most of us don't have the right brain hardware installed yet. Existence mode is sophisticated software. It takes real practice to learn to catch negative emotions as they appear and gently pull yourself back to the present. Most of the time, by the time we realize we're caught, we've already gone too far down the rabbit hole. So, how do you upgrade your brain's hardware? No, You don't need to spend an extra 2,000 yuan. What you need is regular meditation. Studies using advanced brain imaging show that meditation increases the activity in areas of the brain associated with happiness, understanding, and compassion. Over time, sadness, worry, and depression subside. Within just a few weeks of regular meditation, people report a real sense of renewal. With long-term practice, meditation can even change the brain's physical structure, making existence mode easier and more natural. Experience versus thinking. What's the difference? Let's pause for a quick exercise. If you're holding a cup, you can notice its weight, its texture, the color, the temperature against your hand. This is direct experience, simply observing what is here, now. Now, shift gears. Maybe you start thinking, do I like this cup? How much did it cost? This reminds me of my favorite coffee shop. Ugh, it's kind of ugly. Maybe I should get a new one. This is thinking, judging, classifying, remembering, imagining. Most of us spend our days lost in thought, not really noticing what's in front of us. We live life by habit, running on autopilot, often missing the richness of direct experience. The trouble is, if we don't recognize the difference, we can't make the switch. We get stuck in analysis, criticism, worry, our brains spinning in action mode without us even realizing it. Cultivating the switch. The body scan meditation. Here's the good news. The ability to switch from action to existence mode is a skill. And like any skill, it gets easier with practice. One of the best ways to begin is with body scan meditation. In a body scan, you simply focus your attention on different parts of your body, from your toes to the top of your head, noticing sensations, temperature, tension, or ease. You don't judge. You don't try to change anything. You just notice what's there. This practice trains your awareness to return to direct experience, helps you notice when you're lost in thought, gradually upgrades your hardware, making it easier to shift into existence mode, even when negative emotions arise. So next time you're overwhelmed by negative thoughts or caught in a spiral, remember, you can't always change the channel, but you can become aware that you're watching the show. Upgrade your hardware with meditation. Reconnect with your life. One breath, one moment at a time. Welcome, friend. Today, I invite you to join me on a short journey, a magical scan of your own body and mind. Think of this as your red pill moment, a gentle practice that helps you step into existence mode, where you can notice your experience without judgment and gently let go of the battles in your mind. First, find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. When you're ready, softly close your eyes. Let's take a moment to tune into the present. Notice the feeling of your body resting against the chair, the bed, or the floor. Feel the contact points. Remind yourself you are awake and aware. There's nothing to fix, nothing to change, nothing to chase. During this time, simply notice how things are, not how you think they should be. Now, become aware of your surroundings, the light behind your eyelids, the sounds in the room, the temperature, maybe a hint of scent. Let your awareness spread outward for a moment. When you're ready, gently pull your attention back into your body. Start by sensing your whole body as one. Is it tense or relaxed? Heavy or light? Just notice. Don't judge. Let's begin the scan. Bring your focus to the top of your head. Feel your forehead. Soften it. Let go of any frown. Notice your eyes, your nose, your lips, your chin. Move your awareness to your neck, Your shoulders, let them be natural, not forced. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, wrists, palms, and all 10 fingers. Notice your chest rising and falling. Observe your abdomen. Don't try to tighten or relax it. Just let it be. Bring your attention to your pelvis. Now, down your left thigh, knee, calf, ankle, sole, and toes. Next, scan your right thigh, right knee, right calf, ankle, sole, and toes. If your mind wanders or you start judging any sensations, that's okay. Just gently notice where your attention went and guide it back to the body, one area at a time. Now, once again, sense your body as a whole. Feel its weight, its warmth, its aliveness. Finally, widen your attention back to your surroundings. Sound, light, temperature, the present moment. Take a deep, slow breath in and out. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. As you continue practicing, you'll find it easier to notice the difference between experience and thinking. Some problems in life require action, but others simply require patience, observation, and a gentle letting go. That's the real red pill. Not escaping or ignoring, but seeing the limits of overthinking and learning to just be. If this meditation helped you, don't forget to follow my official account for more reading notes and reflections. I'm new here, but I love sharing these small moments of wisdom. Thank you for being here with me today. Harry, see you in the next video.